Good morning, students. Welcome to English class. Today we are going to discuss the chapter Packing for the Journey, written by Jerome K. Jerome. Let's go with the summary of the chapter. Three friends, Jerome, the narrator, Harris, and George, decided to sail down the Thames. To set out their expedition, they had to do the task of packing. The narrator volunteered for the task as he believed he was good at packing. Harris and George agreed with a readiness that he had something uncanny about it. The narrator felt something was not quite right. The narrator had actually meant he would supervise and guide his friends when they packed. But we can see, however, his friends took his advice seriously and watched him from comfortably lounging positions as he packed. The narrator, though irritated with his friends for sitting about doing nothing when he was working, straight away got busy with packing. The packing took a long time, longer than the narrator had thought it would be, but he finished it at last, and he strapped the bag. After strapping the bag, both of his friends had watched him quietly as he packed, and it was only when he was done with packing that Harris asked the narrator if he wasn't going to pack his boots. The bag had to be reopened again to pack the boots in. The irritated narrator had barely finished packing the boots when he was reminded of his toothbrush. Unsure about having packed his toothbrush, the narrator emptied the bag and hunted through all its contents to locate the brush. Of course, every item in the bag had to be turned out, but although he found the toothbrushes of George and Harris, he couldn't find his own. He rummaged through the bag till he found it inside a boot. Then the bag was repacked once more. This time, the query came from George, who wanted to know whether the soap had been packed. The narrator was too irritated by this time that he did not care whether the soap was in or whether it wasn't. And he slammed shut the bag and strapped it again. That was when he found that he had packed his spectacles too and had to reopen the bag. Eventually, it was past 10 when packing was finally done. After the expertise displayed by the narrator to pack the bag, George and Harris decided to pack the hampers themselves and show the narrator that the real art of packing. However, they were equally clumsy and broke a cup at the very outset. Then Harris packed the strawberry jam on the top of a tomato, and squashed tomato had to be picked out with a teaspoon. As the narrator sat on the edge of the table and watched, they trod on the butter and smashed the pies by putting heavy things on them. Meanwhile, salt flew over while they packed. After peeling the butter off Joe's slipper, they tried unsuccessfully to squeeze it into the kettle. They finally scraped it out and put it on the chair. Harris sat on it, and the butter stuck to him while both of them went about searching for it all over the room. George spotted it behind Harris' back, and it was packed in the teapot again. Monmouthie, their pet dog, got in everyone's way and was sawn at, and he came and sat down on the things just when they were being packed, climbed into the jam, scattered the teaspoons, and crushed lemons as though they were rats. Harris was so angry that he tried to hit him with a frying pan. Finally, by 10 to 1 at midnight, that is 12:50 at night, the packing was finally done. This is the end of the chapter. Thank you for watching this video. I would like to wish you an awesome day. Take care of yourself. Thank you.